Let's go to On in California. What's up, On? What's going on? What's going on, On?
I had a stroke 2 months ago, and I was wondering what I could do to...
Good question. Good question. Yeah, strokes. What part of your brain was affected on?
Ischemic.
Say again?
Ischemic stroke. It was like
an ischemic stroke. Yes, an ischemic stroke. That means part of your brain didn't get chema. Chema means nourishment or oxygen. So a part of it dies. It's a terrible, terrible thing. Strokes, worse than death. It can be anyway.
Lipitor, but I didn't take it.
Is that the only thing they put you on?
No, some
blood thinners.
Lorazepam.
Okay. What else?
Aspirin, which you just talked about.
Yeah, that's the blood thinner. Losartan. Okay, got it. And they're basically slowing you down. Are you feeling like you're slowed down there, ma'am?
Slow down.
Are you feeling slowed down, sluggish, that kind of thing? Because that's what's happening to you. All the drugs they're putting you on. If they just gave you one drug, it would zap your vitality enough that you'd feel like crap. But they're putting you on multiple ones. And the fact that you're even able to pick up the phone and call me is a testimony to the power of the life force. You are being majorly drugged, my dear. Majorly. Now, whether you need it or not, that's debatable. I don't know your condition, and I'm not going to go into that. Once our bodies begin to break down, sometimes you need emergency measures, and the idea is by slowing the body down, you reduce the load on the body. My take on it is you want to strengthen the body, not shut it down. And there's many ways to do it. Hang on, let me just say one last thing here. It's not like we're going to eliminate your stroke, but we're going to make you feel a lot better by giving you some, once you start getting on some good nutritional supplements. So hang tight. We'll finish up when we come back from our break. Don't go away, On. Okay, I'm Pharmacist Ben, and if you're out there listening and you know somebody who's had a stroke, you want to listen up. We're not going to get rid of the stroke, but we're going to make you feel a lot better. All right, I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side. We'll be back after this. Okay, we are back on The Bright Side. I'm Pharmacist Ben. Thank you for joining us. 844-236-6010 is our number. We're talking to On in California. On, here's the deal. On had a stroke.
I'm also taking
Lodipine. Yeah. All of that is shutting your body down. That's basically what it is. Antiarrhythmics, and this is the logic. Beta blockers, antiarrhythmics, anti-anxiety. I mean, everything's just anti, and it works by suppressing everything in your body. You got to be constipated. You got to be tired. You just got to feel like crap. And this is the medical model. Now, you probably think there's nothing else you could do, but there's a lot you could do. When it comes to having a stroke, part of your brain died, or is gone. So, you're not getting it back. But that doesn't mean you can't start to feel better. So we all need to supplement, but if you have a stroke, you need to supplement more. We all need to be watching our foods, but if you had a stroke, you need to be watching your foods more. Number one, first and foremost, not foods, not supplementing. Start to practice slow, deep breathing. Ischemia is actually a sign that that your blood wasn't oxygenated, and it probably, if you haven't started breathing again, it's not getting any better. The drugs will only slow down breathing, slow down ventilation, make it even worse. There's no way drugs can't zap your vitality and make conditions worse. I don't know how many ways I could say this. As a pharmacist, I'm telling you, there's no way pharmacology cannot make things worse. It has to make things worse. Now, you're not even going to feel better. So your test scores will be better. That's what will be better. Anyway, slow, deep breathing. You've got to be doing it all the time. I usually tell people in the morning and night, you got to be doing it whenever you can think about it. Slow, deep oxygenation. You'll feel better right away. Within 2 or 3 minutes, you're going to start to notice you feel better. It'll improve blood supply. It'll improve nourishment to cells. You're going to feel better. Okay? It's 15 seconds. Go shoot for 15 seconds in, 15 seconds out. When you first start doing it, you'll probably be able to do 5 seconds in, 5 seconds out. But the point is slowly in through the nose, all the way to your toes, or at least to the bottom of your belly. There's a little catch. There's a little barrier right at our chest on, you know what I'm saying? Right when you're deep breathing, there's a little wall at the top of your chest, and most of us don't go past that wall. So you got to force yourself past that wall into your belly or into the bottom of your feet to get your whole body breathed, so to speak. 5 seconds in, 5 seconds out, working to 15 seconds in and 15 seconds out. I'm not just talking to On, I'm talking to everyone. I'm talking to everyone, really, but especially everyone who's had a stroke. And then the next step is going to be to lower your blood sugar. You got to make sure the blood has the lowest blood sugar possible. Sugar represents a major thickener, toxin, inflammatory substance for the blood, especially if you're dealing with any kidney problems, which you probably are. So dirty blood, that's behind everything, dirty blood. And sugar is a major source of dirt. That means reducing your intake of sweet foods, especially the super sweet ones, desserts and such. If you fall off the wagon, drink more water. That'll dilute your blood sugar a little bit. And then first thing in the morning, it's probably a good idea to drink a lot of water. And then use nutrients that help your body process sugar. The Sweet Ease is super important. 2 or 3 capsules after all your meals. The Beyond Tangy Tangerine is wonderful, incredibly important for lowering blood sugar. The B vitamins, thiamine and niacin and magnesium, there's tons of nutrients in there that will lower your blood sugar. So between drinking more water, reducing your intake of sugary foods, using the Sweeties and the Beyond Tangy Tangerine, that'll take care of your blood sugar, or start you taking care of your blood sugar. And then third, cleaning the blood up by using digestive health strategies, eliminating problem foods, using your Biolumin Nightly Essence and eating fermented foods, apple cider vinegar after meals. Take your digestive enzymes with meals, your ultimate enzymes with all your meals, and apple cider vinegar, but also on an empty stomach. That can help thin the blood a little bit. Ultimate EFAs as well, 3 in the morning, 3 in the afternoon, 3 at night. Take those with your meals. And then in terms of additional supplements, if you want to throw in some additional supplements that you have to buy at the health food store, vitamin E, 400 international units a day, wonderful for the blood and for the circulatory system in general. Coenzyme Q10, look for oil-soluble coenzyme Q10, 100 milligrams or so a day of the CoQ10, oil-soluble, as I say. And then you might want to throw in some extra magnesium. You'll get some in the Beyond Osteo and in the BTT, but you might want to get a little extra magnesium and while you're at it, a little extra vitamin C, maybe 1,000 milligrams a day or so. And let's see what else I could tell you here. There's a really cool nutrient for the heart called carnitine or acetylcarnitine. Either way, you might want to look into that, maybe 500 milligrams or so of that a day. The goal here being to get you to feel better, not necessarily to have you bouncing around, like you were before your stroke, but to get you to feel better and increase your longevity as well and reduce your risks of further problems down the road. If you want to do one last thing, make sure you're getting enough protein. Very important for any rebuilding and healing, making sure you're getting enough protein. Bone soup, if you're not a vegetarian, bone soup is your best way to get protein. Whey protein and egg protein are also good too, of course. And take enzymes with them.
The Dr. Wallach's niacin plus and
good for you.
Stick.
Good for you.
Okay.
All helpful, absolutely. But those are secondary. They're not primary. Those are secondary, but they're definitely helpful. Okay, I'm going to move on. Thank you so much for your call.
Can I ask you another question?
Sure. What's up?
In the beginning, my blood pressure was pretty good, but now it's climbing high.
Well, that's a sign that your body's in distress. Okay, it could be the drug. I can't tell you what's doing it. It's a sign that your body is in some kind of emergency mode. Everything I told you will help lower your blood pressure. Blood pressure is a generic sign that there's something wrong. The body perceives there's an emergency. Via the oxygenation, eliminating problem foods, lowering your blood sugar, getting on a supplement program, making sure you're getting all your nutrients from foods as well as supplements, that's going to help relax the body. Your job is to relax the body with oxygen, with nutrition, by not putting anything in there that makes it go into emergency mode. And I didn't even address the mental and emotional strategies, but that's also important. Relax the body. Let the body know everything's okay, that it has enough nutrients, that it has enough oxygen, and it's not confronting any emergency from toxicity or from thoughts and feelings as well. Okay?
And getting off of Lipitor was a good thing, huh?
Lipitor was the least, I can't tell you that. That's between you and your doctor. I don't like interfering with, if you're seeing a doctor, it's not my role. It's not fair for one healthcare professional to interfere with what another healthcare professional is doing. You're going to have to make your own decision. You know where I stand on all those drugs. I don't need to repeat that, but I can't tell you personally because you're being seen by a doctor. Okay, I'm going to let you go on. Thank you so much. Happy holidays to you. Yeah, it's not that there's legal issues here. It's just manners. It's just ethics. It's just being polite. If you're being seen by a doctor, that means he's trying to take care of you, and it's not my place, and it's not fair for somebody else to come to stick his nose into that patient-doctor relationship. If you're not seeing a doctor, that's different. But if you are being cared for by a doctor, it's not fair for me to come in there and tell you not to do something he told you to do, and I won't do that.